What's up, all you rideshare drivers out there? Lakeland Lifter here. So I am just a regular Lyft and UberX driver. I have a Honda Fit, which is a nice car, but it's certainly no luxury car by any stretch of the imagination. So obviously I am not a Uber Select or Lyft Lux driver. But that doesn't mean I can't give my riders an experience that might be on par with some of those higher class of services. And I made this video to show you how you can do this too, no matter what kind of UberX or regular Lyft car you might be driving. So there's a few things that I put in my car that I know, like as soon as I put them in, I noticed that my riders started complimenting me on how cool they thought my car was. Some of them said it was like the best Uber they'd ever been in. I noticed that my tips and my ratings started to go way up like right away. And I actually made a whole separate video on this about a month ago. If you didn't see it, here is a short clip of my Uber and Lyft riders raving about my car.
That's so to drop off Jessica. How awesome is right here?
I know, I like the cords.
Oh, I like the glow lights.
Yeah, everybody does.
That's so cool. Where'd you get these?
Oh, he got the lights and everything.
It's like a party bus.
Oh, like the lights. Hey. Yeah.
Just want to make sure you have the right.
Car, dude.
You got the car decked out, man. I like it.
Pretty awesome back here. Buckley, did you see this?
Oh, wow. I did not even see this. This is amazing.
All right, so you're probably asking, what's the things you put in your car that made it so cool, that made your riders love it? Well, it's basically 4 things, and they're all fairly cheap and really easy to install. A lighted sign for the windshield, mood lights that go underneath the seats, LED phone charging cables, and a professional-looking tip box, which I just did a whole separate video on how to make the tip box, so check that out. But I'm not just going to tell you about this. Let me go out to the car and show you how it looks in action. All right, so here's the car. This is how it looks at night. I do all my driving at night. So this is, if you're a passenger of mine, this is what you're going to see. So the first thing, obviously, is the lighted sign in the windshield there. It looks a lot better than those decals. It might look a little blurry on camera, but trust me, in real life, it's very crisp. So if you're a passenger of mine, you're about to get into the car, hopefully you sit in the back seat, this is what you're gonna see. Well, obviously you see the mood lighting, you see the LED lights from the phone charging cables, and then you get in and you see that tip box. I did a whole separate video on how to make this tip box. It's quite a few items. So as you can see, after a long night of driving, there's some pretty good cash in there. I see a 5 and a bunch of 1s, and is that a 10 or a 20 there? Yeah, so this tip box on a center console just draws everybody's eye to it. It's impossible to miss it, especially with the LED phone charging cables here. So the red one is Apple and the blue one's Android. I think it's easier to remember that way, red Apple. But they come in a variety of colors. They're $10 each. But inside my center console there is like a cigarette lighter port, and I have them plugged in to one of these things that has 2 USB ports in it, so that's where they're getting the power from. If you don't have that in your car, I think these come in 6-foot cables, or you could just get extensions if you want to plug them in up front. So, and then let's talk about the mood lights on the floor here. These are fairly cheap. It was only $15 on Amazon. Really easy to install. You can install it in like 5 minutes. You just run the cable underneath the seats, and they stick to whatever you stick them to. The sign, there's a cord that runs from the back of the sign, and I have it tucked underneath the dash there. Comes to the cigarette lighter up here, and then I have a splitter. So this is for the mood lights. I can turn them on and off from the driver's seat, and then this is the light for the sign. So I can turn it on and off from where I'm sitting. It's great. And then this white box is the sensor for the remote. What's nice about these mood lights is they will cycle through the entire rainbow of colors. They'll also flash and strobe with a beat of music, but I always just leave it on a consistent calming blue. It matches the tip box, and it's just really cool. So I will have links to all these products in the description box below, and have links to some of my other videos, how to make the tip box, things you should have in your car, and just some other various rideshare videos. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.